Right, so very good morning, one and all. This is Kaunan Shahidi, and on behalf of Empowering Morning Conversations with Sugdeepak Malwai, I do welcome you all to another powerful, empowering morning conversation. So, very good morning. Say with full energy. Very good morning.
Good morning.
Great.
Hey,
Very
good
good
morning.
morning.
Yes. And as you all know, what exactly we do here with Sugdeepak Malwai every morning. But if you are new to this channel, if you're watching this video for the first time, please do subscribe and like so that you keep on getting the similar powerful, empowering morning conversations content, which will be helpful for you to improve your life and to create difference in your life. And that's what we do every morning here with Sugdeepak Malwai. So just a quick reminder to all of us, we ensure that through the conversations, through the insights, through powerful questions to self and others and sharing and various tools from Sudeepak Malwai, we ensure that we shift ourselves from survival or default to create mode. And we all know if you don't, the survival mode is something where we live our life in a fixed mindset and we keep on blaming, complaining, resisting, like why it is happening to me. We shift from that mindset to create mindset. We live in present. We be always aware what's happening around me and how can I bring something new into the situation and create something better. So that's the very first thing we do. We practice and we ensure that we shift from that default mode to create mode. We just don't survive, but we believe in thriving by bringing some new ideas, new thoughts, and ensure that we keep on contributing to the universe. Now, second important thing what we do is that since we live in the world, and I'm sure you might have also experienced the people around you, the situations, wherever we go, we interact. Most of us, not everyone, but most of us are in the negative mindset. Negative mindset is again similar to the complaining, resistance, blaming, etc. Thinking negatively that something bad is happening to me. So we ensure that with all the tools and techniques, what do we learn from Sugdeepak Malwai, and we practice, we dissipate negativity. We don't get influenced because of the negativity. Rather, we convert into positivity. And when we convert into positivity, we seek possibilities. We just don't keep sulking and getting impacted or getting influenced because of the negativity. We look, talk, understand, and question ourselves that what else is possible. And then we call ourselves possibility seekers. So if you join us every morning, you become the possibility seekers. And other two important things what we do is that we practice to enhance our focus, our attention, and ensure that we use our energy smartly, effectively. Because what do we have every day? The time, 24 hours and full of energy. So we ensure we focus that we don't misuse or don't waste the time, the attention, and we ensure we get energetic, enthusiastic, and we live our day, our life with choices without getting judgmental, so that we believe that all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. And that's what the desire, the dream of everyone. That will be possible only when we are open to receive, using all the techniques, all the tools, what Sudeepak Malwai is giving us every morning, and have a lighter moment, have a happy moment every moment. So thank you so much for joining in, and let's carry forward these conversations. And I request Mr. Ramazan, our guru, to take it over, sir. Please, over to you.
Thank you, Kunanji. Good morning, everyone. So we all know in our interactions and conversations and communication, how we say something is more important than what we say. More important is who says it. Who says it is more important than how was it said and what was said. And that whoever is saying, more important is what is the status of that person's being. That determines everything else. So what is being said? How is it being said? Who said it? From which state of being that person says it? Right. So that's something we all have been either contemplated, experienced, understood, discussed. Also, at various times, we keep discussing in EMC as well as G2G that the state of being is more important. So for doing is important, but being is more important than doing. So there is thinking, there is saying, there is doing, there is being, and it's in a cycle. Essentially, we are all powerful beings, but due to various things, the environment, our own doings, we gather so much of dirt or so much of challenges, we lose our power of being. So the question is, how do we become the powerful being, which is our nature? So what do we do? What is our current state of being? And what is being a powerful being? And how do we do it? Is today's question. Right. Yes, sir. Ritigal.
Sir, powerful being, what I understood is living with awareness all
Yes.
the time.
Yeah, being conscious and being aware
Yes.
continuously. Yes. So how do we do that? What stops us being aware? What we do to be aware?
So when we are in default mode, the circumstances will take you into default mode where you will lose the awareness. So you behave like in a natural mode. So if you are in a awareness mode, you live with allowance and you will not worry about the situations and you handle it properly. That's what
Right.
I thought.
Yeah, right. So our body, mind, emotions take us away from the awareness. So that's where we have been learning on how do we handle our emotions, our mental being and health, physical health. Right. So that's what we have been learning. So that's what the interferers are also. We can call that what is not allowing us to be in awareness, the interferers. The interferers comes through body, mind, and emotions. So how do we keep those interferers away and how do we be in awareness and conscious mode so that we can be the powerful being we are? Okay, so that's one way. What else?
बड़ी खामोशी है जनाब आज तो।
What's that, Kunanji? Sorry, I
Sir,
didn't get it.
sir, question repeat करिए. What have you asked?
Okay, the question is, how do you become the powerful being which we are in essence anyway? So what's your current being? How do you like your being to be? So how do you become powerful being? What are the aspects, qualities of an energetic, focused, balanced, and powerful being? And how do you gain that? And what help you can take, or what tools and techniques can allow this to do? So one aspect is what Reddy Garu said, that being in consciousness, being aware, will help us to be the powerful being which we are. The other one, Kunanji touched at the beginning itself, right? Being joyful, being light. So that's another way. So in everything we learn, we may fake it at the beginning, but the ultimate idea is to genuinely experience it. Being, no, it's not just being aware artificially, it is not being joyful or in lighter moment artificially, genuinely being in that mode of awareness, that mode of joyfulness. Yes, Nitiji.
The understanding of the fact that every experience, however challenging or emotionally heavy or light the experience may be, every experience brings a growth. Every experience which is successful brings a growth, a learning, and every experience which is not successful also brings forth a great learning. So when we look at, or when I look at every experience, however painful it may be, or however draining it may be, but when the focus is on the learning, the sense of powerful being comes back. Like Sir says, we are all powerful beings. So that sense of powerful being comes back, and it gives insight into how to move forward. So like Sir did mention that there are no good experiences and no bad experiences, but yes, there are only learning experiences, and that is what frames our life. So if we look at all our experiences as learning experiences, the growth is much better. The powerful being is more, we are more conscious of our powerful being.
Absolutely. So looking at everything as the experience which helps us, which is learning experience, instead of taking it as something good or bad, or which is affecting us and which is really, malicious or something intentionally done, but instead look at everything very objectively and look at them as the experiences which help us to grow and become better version of ourselves, right? So that mindset, that objective way of looking at it, will make us a powerful being. Thank you, Nitinji.
Hi. Yeah, I will
Hi,
just,
Taki. Abhinavji
yeah.
will come back. Taki wanted to say something. Yes, Taki.
Yeah, I will just share something. Means, in this perspective, my first manager in UAE, he was very hard to me from the beginning. Means 2000, when I came to UAE, I was new in the job and just new profession and all. So he got me very really hard times and hard schedules. At any time, I have to be in the duty and so many. In that time I was thinking how a human being can be like this. And now, just now, I was talking with him, and he sent me yesterday night. He sent me, "How are you? What are you doing? Where are you?" Like that. Means he left the job. I also left the company, and a different world we are now. But still, and we are discussing the same thing. Now, how you feel? this is the thing. That experience made you strong, no? He was asking me, and I was also thinking about him. He given like that, and so one of my same manager now also almost same. So it is okay. I understood it. That time just very painful, very hard, and I was thinking bad about him. But now I understood. Yeah, it is okay. It's human being. He also part of his job, and I also part of now. So we are discussing all those things now. And he remember me last 2 days, and I also thought to call him, but I couldn't call. But I forgot. I missed, because. So he was thinking, yeah, see, now you understood, no? You were going to call me. So I understood that. There is a relation between that. So this all are the experience. He also saying, yeah, this all are the good experience, making strong, getting more, experience in life. So these are the things happening in life. I just share those things,
Yeah, that's right. At the time of experiencing it, it may look like, painful, but I think if you really go through that, it helps a lot. And particularly the first of anything is of great value. First job, first manager shapes your life actually. So it's called Pygmalion effect, right? So whatever the person, the first manager expects, if he expects you to be the great performer, you will become a great performer. So the Pygmalion effect, we can put it in everywhere, but whichever is the first, your first job, first manager, first love, whatever you take, it has great impact on our life. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Takib, that when we really first experience, it looks like it is tough and painful, but if you go through that, it helps a lot in our life.
Definitely.
And it makes us
He was
strong.
micromanaging and early micromanaging, and so many things he's taught me also. So yeah, it is an experience, I feel we have to take care.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Abhinavji.
Yeah. I will answer your question. What are the times and what are the moments when I experience being powerful?
Yes. With whom or
Okay.
what are the moments? What makes you to
Yeah.
be a powerful being? Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I've been listening to people, and this is one thing I'm very clear about. It is not the circumstances which we follow. It is, my being actually.
Abhinavji, your network is so. Hold on. Is your network has some issue? Can you switch off the video?
Yeah, I switched on. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Please
Okay.
repeat.
So it's not the okay. So what I noticed is it's not the circumstances, because most of the times I think that a very positive circumstance will make me powerful. Circumstance has got nothing to has no relation with how much powerful I am. So what really makes me powerful is what is the space I am in, where I hold myself, how I look at myself at that moment. So what I've noticed is that when I'm not in judgment, when I'm not in comparison, that is the time when I'm powerful. See, when I stop comparing myself with others, when I stop passing judgments on myself and others, that is the time when I experience every moment. I experience every moment as being powerful, and I experience, even other people come across to me as powerful. Every moment, every person comes across to me as powerful. And I want to give one example. I remember when Nelson Mandela released his book, The Long Walk to Freedom. Uh, you know, uh, I purchased that book. I could read it. It was too fat, so I said one day I will be seeing it. But the observations of people like all the trainers and people like Sudeepak Malvai was that even in jail, Nelson Mandela was powerful. For 27 years, he was in jail, and he was powerful even in jail. Hello.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you. So yes, Abhinavji. So basically, when we are not in judgment, we are becoming powerful, and it is not necessarily the environment which allows us to be powerful. We can choose to be powerful wherever we are, and of course, the environment is up to us to utilize the environment as well. So the environment and the other tools and techniques can be of great use, but the way we look at it, the way we use it. Okay, the knife can be used to kill someone or to help someone to live, right? Or the nuclear power can be used for destruction or can be used for better living. Right? Yeah, that's right. Not being in judgment and not utilizing the circumstances for destruction, but for creation. Yes, thank you, Abhinav. So that is being powerful. Yes, Kunal.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I just wanted to add into this conversations. Like every experience is a lesson. And when we look into that experience in that moment, we always lose something. If not, we have to lose something or we must lose something. I'm just using this word to understand. And every loss is a gain. So what happens is that the moment which normally I feel that I'm not experiencing that experience in that moment, I am resisting something. I'm not willing to lose something. And in that moment, if I'm aware that this moment is being sent to me to experience something and remove my resistance, of course, it comes from the judgment. So that moment become more powerful and we be the real being, more powerful being if we lose something. So every experience is a lesson and every loss is a gain to become a better version of ourselves. So that's what I wanted to share, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Losing whatever we gathered, all those hesitations, reactions, resistance, right? So all those things, if you lose, yes, they will be powerful beings. Thank you, Kunal. Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
For me, it's like every human is a powerful being, but we are not believing that. We are looking for a validation from others, whatever the field we are. In that, we are thinking that they are the expert. If they are giving the validation, I'm good, I'm powerful in this. We are not basically believing ourselves. That's one thing. And then how to be powerful is being in present, being in awareness. That will give a lot of confidence to be in that state. Most of the times we are in either we are thinking about the past, what happened. We are having that regret, guilt, sad, whatever we are holding it. Otherwise, we are thinking about the future as worryings, kind of stuff. We are not in the present moment most of the times. That's why we are not feeling that we are powerful.
Yes. So those are the things we stick, our past experiences and the future worries keep sticking on us, and that doesn't allow us to be the powerful being we are. So if we can manage to take them away, like Kunanji said, if we keep losing those things, it will help us to be powerful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And also being in present and being aware and conscious. I think it's all becoming very, very, very clear that what what will help us to be powerful, but how do we make it? How do we do it is what is the important thing, which we can, we are here to really learn and implement and share as well. Thank you. Thank you, Shakti. Of course, you are one of them to really implement and share as well.
Shakti is always Shakti. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, anybody else? Kasha, would you like to share something on this topic?
And without Kasha, we can't have the complete conversation. Come on, Mr. Kasha, where are you, sir?
Yeah, while he's coming, anybody else would like to say?
Let's
I
invite.
chanted and then he joined the call and slept.
Ashok ji?
Yeah. Friends, let's please welcome Mr. Ashok Puranik to share his wonderful wisdom and thoughts.
On being powerful, and you are one of the powerful being. Of course, each one of us, but see,
Ashok ji,
all of us are powerful at what percentage? Sometimes 10%, sometimes 90%. But can we be powerful majority of the time, 80% of the time? If not, definitely 100% may not be possible, or it will be great if we can. But we don't need to go at 20% level. So can we be at 80% level is what we are discussing. Yes, Shanti ji.
Good morning, all. If we think that we are going to create the future, then we can be in the present as a being. We always have a doubt that the past, whatever we have in the past, that will continue in the future. We don't have a clear view about the future. If we take responsibility for the future, then we will come into the creative mode, because we are creating a future. The worries about future comes from the past. So if we have only the worries and the doubts, we will be accepting the past will get reflected in the future. If we take the responsibility that I'm going to create the future, and that is going to be totally different from what I have in the past, then we take the responsibility and we can come into a creative mode, because we are taking the responsibility to create a new future.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Shanti ji. Basically, take responsibility, experience the present experience fully, and have a great intention for the future, and don't carry over the past, particularly the issues. Thank you. Ashok ji says his connection is not good. He will not be able to talk. That's fine, sir. Yes, Kunal ji.
Just to add on to what I'm learning from Shanti ji's sharing, if I can visualize the future self and then be in that state, because whatsoever I believe is that we always consider the future self is going to be better. We desire to be better. We dream to be better. So if we can, with complete clarity, visualize future self or future for self, and then live that moment by feeling, by thinking that, yes, this is what I am. So I believe that we can become more powerful, Ramaji. What do you think?
Absolutely. Actually, I think not only future, even the past. Why? Because the time doesn't really matter. So in the past, when I was an infant and child, I was so happy, right? I can be like that again. So that can be my intention. That can be my visualization, right? It doesn't matter whether it is past or future. What matters is whether I'm carrying over the negative things and the not so pleasant things, or my intention is to really make myself powerful and help others. So that's what matters, not really the time horizon at all.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shakti.
Those are all the starting points, but ultimately we can reach a place where it doesn't matter the time, place, circumstances, people around. We can be really powerful human beings, irrespective of all these aspects. Thank you, sir. Yes, Shakti ji.
True, sir. Sir, as Kunanji mentioned that even though we are visualizing the better future, okay, we are thinking about that at that moment in the future, we are thinking that we are in the better position. For example, we are having a lot of money. We are thinking, especially the feeling we are having is how I am going to manage this, whether these people will come and do this one or that one. There also, we are not happy. We are not feeling happy about it. We are worried about that, how we are going to handle it most of the times. That's why we are not getting into the clear picture of future. I believe so.
Yeah. It's not always very clear, but we can start somewhere, right? We can visualize in the present itself. Because why future we keep talking about? Because there is always the possibilities and intention and the potential to become great in the future, right? Much better than what happened so far. So that's why the talk on future. That's a starting point. Thank you, Shri. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, I feel being truthful to yourself is one of the ways how we can be being self.
Yes. Yes, that's right. So why are we not being truthful to ourselves?
Because we normally want to do in one way, but with circumstances we do it in a different way. We are not behaving as a true person up, because
Yeah.
sometimes you are not supposed to say lie, but you see when we are going in a traffic, when the traffic police stops you, you tell something instantaneously. You may not, but truly, if you are willing to accept the truth and pay for it or whatever circumstances, then it's a different issue.
Yeah.
But usually we'll try to avoid it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's because of the fear
Yeah.
of consequences, fear of failure,
Yeah.
because of the past experiences,
Yeah.
the reactions, resistance,
avoid
emotions,
that.
negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So those are the things which doesn't allow us to be ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. So then again, we are learning how do we really handle those things, the fear or the emotions or negativity. How do we handle it and be in the present and look at everything logically and instead of just muddle with all this negativity, can we look at it everything in a very objective way and be true to ourselves? Thank you, sir. Yes, Shantiji.
Actually, we think that we are going to be better in the future. We don't accept that we are now okay. We want to be better in the future. First, we have to accept that I was somewhere else, and in the present, I'm better than what I am in the past. Then you will have the confidence that the future will be better. You yourself has to convince yourself that today I am better and tomorrow I'll be more better, or I may be the best. We want to be better, but we doubt ourselves whether I can be better. That
Right.
doubt that comes from the past.
Right.
Because in the past, we think that we are going to be the best, and we have doubt and we could not achieve it in the present. The same doubt is continuing in the future also. First, whatever we have achieved so far, we should recognize it. Okay, I have done it, and the future also will be better. We have to be very sure about it. We are going to be better, and we have to create that better. We just want to be better. There is a difference between wanting to be better and committed to be better. If you just want to be better, you have the doubt. If you're committed to be better, you feel confident. You have already moved into that being better in the future.
Right.
Everything is created twice in the world. First in our mind. First in our mind, we have to believe that we are this kind of a person. Like, I can tell you an example, like when you learn driving, first when you sit in the driver's seat, we have all doubts whether we could be all the others are driving, whether I could be a good driver, because the learning was very difficult at that time. So when we practice, at one point of time, we feel that, yes, I can drive. First, that comes into your mind. You have been made into a being that I am going to be a driver. That being is created in the mind. Then only we will drive independently without any instructor, without any help. This is happening almost in every instances, whenever you are learning. Even when we go for exams, we have a doubt whether even if you get ready completely, you have studied the whole year. When you enter the examination room, you have a fear whether I will do it correctly or whether I will pass or whether I will expect, whether I will get the marks I am expected. If we fear, we will stand only outside of the examination. Somehow we make into that room, go and write the exam. Once when we finish the exam, we feel okay. I think I will get 35, or I have done it, so that then I will expect some 80 marks. These are all comes only when we go out of the comfort zone and write the exam. If you just stand outside the examination room and fear whether I will write the exam, whether I will go to the next class, that fear is always there. We will not enter the examination hall itself. Like driving, if you first day, if you ask anybody, they will tell that I'm very doubtful, I cannot be a good driver. Because we fear that instance. Once we go through the practice, we got the confidence. So first, we have to be a being in our side. In our mind. In our mind, we have to create that being.
Yeah. So that's right, Shantiji, but it never goes away, even though we seem to have that understanding, but it doesn't work. Why?
Yes, that is a question. How to overcome it?
How many people give up and they drive? No,
Exactly.
I can't be a good
See,
driver.
the thing is, the broader aspect is that all this comparison and the intention of becoming better is with respect to others. We can never be better than others because there are huge number of people in the world. There is always somebody better than you, right? If we compare ourselves, I want to be the better version of myself, then it makes sense. You can move forward and you can see the results. You can really, appreciate. You can be in contented. You can be contented. But the moment you start comparing with others, it is a never-ending rat race. Right? So that's why some people get into the rat race, they try to become better, they do become better, but it is a never-ending game. And they get burnt out at some point in time. So there is a big confusion in intending what I want to become my future self, better than others or better than myself. Right? So that clarity, if you have, then things become easier. The fear goes away, doubts go away, and then we can start doing what we want to do. So that is one of the biggest confusions. Otherwise, Shantiji, whatever you are saying is absolutely right. But still we don't do it because of this confusion that comparing ourselves with others rather than comparing ourselves.
We don't want to move out of the comfort zone. The creation happens only out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, so why you don't go out of the comfort zone?
Because past experiences, we want to.
Yeah, what is the past experience? Because fear of failure, fear of somebody ridiculing us,
judgment,
judging others, judging us,
comparing us with others.
Exactly.
Others,
exactly.
Everybody is unique.
Yeah, but if you compare yourself, there is no issue of fear of others judging us, fear of failure. Of course, we can have our own judgment as well, that has to be handled. But broadly, I'm saying that we are not able to do all these things because of our unnecessary comparison with others. Even though the society is designed with comparison, because they always compare you in the student in your school, they compare and give you the rank. Okay, in the job, everywhere people are being, the society is designed in comparison, but unfortunate that is. But we can choose to play there, not really taking that as the big thing, but compare ourselves and become better version of ourselves. That is possible for us.
Yeah,
That is
Ramaji.
being powerful. Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Ramaji. So this is the thing. We all are aware. We know everyone is talking about. We are just living in the past, and we are thinking about the future. Be in the present. It is okay. Very easy to talk. I
Right.
think here our Kunen sir is Kunenji is always practicing this preach to be in the calm, being the present, thinking, making their mind calm. So how we are getting into that, how much we are mastering in that, it is very important. How we are, being the self in that moment. I feel the monk who solved Ferrari, maybe I didn't read also, maybe like that. That means some people are becoming like monk after that, touching that level. Some are still in the action. Maybe they are busy, so they are forget. There is a bit, lack of balance between once you become a monk or you will become industrialist. But maybe you are just mastering that art. So it is a lot of a challenge in that how you are mastering, how you are practicing in a daily basis. So yeah, this is awareness about self being that, and better version of yourself. As Kunenji always say, be the
Yeah.
better version of yourself. This is my, I think, core thing.
Yeah. So you can be a corporate monk, you can be a family monk, you can be a Himalayan monk. So it is all possible. Yes, Taki. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Kunan.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I just wanted to add to, because I remember in one of the sessions, Deepak Malwai sir had mentioned this, and he gave an example of some of the person to whom he's coaching, or to the known person is that the gentleman he was referring is that he's recording the smaller wins. So the message what I had taken that is that if we have to be in that mindset, coming out from comfort zone, whatsoever, etc., we call theoretically. And Sukhdeepak sir always say that find or know or tell what exactly you do. Doing is important to be in the being. So he said that that gentleman was making a note and appreciating self for a smaller wins or something which he did, he achieved, he felt happy. So making note of that and being consistent. Of course, commitment, without commitment, we can't do anything. So making a note that I am winning something, I'm achieving something, whether it is smaller or bigger, doesn't matter. So being in that state that, yes, I have done something, I achieved something, I can do more. So by that, we can be in that, the powerful beings, Rama sir. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's what even Shantiji was trying to say. That we have to start doing. We cannot keep hesitating. We cannot just remain there. Once start doing, then we will really become powerful. Yeah, that's right. Many a times we have a lot of understanding. We know what to do, what not to do, but the challenge is on really doing it, practicing it. So that's what we are learning here every day. Even if it is a small baby step, we will do step by step and become really powerful. Thank you, Kunanj. Okay, so here is a great guy said the observational linkage of the attention to higher concentration force or being a powerful being is possible when you are reasoning and do an objective analysis, when you are doing reflection, inquiry on really what's going on, what is it, rejoicing, joyful, like Konanji said, introspective happiness, bliss, joy, and remain self-conscious or consciousness, not self-conscious, it is consciousness. Remain in self-consciousness.
Yeah, one more thing I can add, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means, everything need that much of practice, like, flow state, we are saying, no?
Yes.
So this and also mastering that moment, living in the moment or being self in that moment, you have to be in the flow, means flow. We have to practice around 10,000 hours at least. Then only we
Yes.
can achieve that. I think.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
at that 10,000 hours, we are not reaching. We are giving up
Yes.
before that 10,000 hours.
Yes.
So Kunanji, we have to note that one. How long we are practicing this, and how long we are.
It requires consistent and long practice for being powerful on anything. So this is from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita Rupa, Anugamat. These are the things which is making you a powerful being, which is. So this verse, if you read, somebody who knows Hindi and Sanskrit can read. The observational linkage of the attention to a higher concentration force occurs with analysis, reflection, and introspective happiness, or with focus on self-consciousness. So that's what I just mentioned in a way here. So being powerful happens if you are in the process of reasoning, a detailed analysis, objective analysis. You are in reflection, asking what is it, how is it going? Rejoicing or being happy, experiencing happiness. It is not just artificial, experiencing happiness or rejoicing happiness in whatever you are doing, and remaining in self-consciousness. So these are the 4 key aspects. There are so many other things we talked about, right? Being awareness, which is self-consciousness, right? Being happy, which is rejoicing. Then we said non-judgment, which is reasoning. If you really reason out properly, you will not be in judgment. So whatever we talked about, all of them, we can really map it to these things. So the fundamental, these 4 aspects, if we can follow in life, we can become powerful beings. Reasoning, reflection, rejoicing, remaining in self-consciousness. So these things allow us to be a powerful being. So these are some of the guides, and of course we can always, depending upon our own state of being, our own circumstances, we can pick up various tools, techniques, and help from others, and then we can slowly start practicing and then become the powerful beings. So that's the overall objective of today's discussion or the conversation. So we can continue for 10 more minutes. So you can share any other, your own reflections, your own analysis, your own joy, and you can share your awareness and consciousness on what we have discussed and what you think about being powerful.
So let's invite those who have not spoken yet. What do you think, Ramaji?
Absolutely, yes.
So,
Yeah.
and who can be better than Miss Priya Gupta? How's it all?
Yes, Priya,
She's not in the kitchen.
yeah, today's holiday. Come on, come on.
She must not be in the kitchen, I believe, but wherever she is, we would love to listen your voice, Miss Priya.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning. Geez.
Yes, Priya, please go on.
It seems she's sleeping. Sounds
Yeah, most probably, yeah. Okay.
or disturbed. Yeah. So let's invite someone else. Who else? Since long we have not heard and saw Arvind Seth ji. Mr. Arvind, where are you, sir? Are you jogging, walking somewhere? He's always on the move. I like him. Mr. Arvind Seth. If not, let's listen from Nina, ma'am. Nina Makkar, whenever she spoke, I mean, very powerful. So Let's request and invite Neena Ji. Yes, ma'am, over to you.
Good morning.
Very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
First of all, this topic is a bit very heavy for me. I'm trying to understand myself what
Kunanji
it
warned
is
you at the
and-
beginning itself. The
Sorry?
topic. Kunanji warned at the beginning itself.
Yes,
that it is
yes.
going to be
So
heavy.
it's something very new, and I'm still trying to digest what happened and what all I heard. It's too heavy for me. So I don't think I'm the right authority to talk about it. But yes, I feel I learned a lot, and I can practice what I was taught today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are all not authorities. We are all just learning.
I'm sure, yes. But for me, it's like all these are new words, new technologies or terminologies. So it's a little going over my top. If somebody can summarize it in a simple this thing, it would be really nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll request Niti ma'am to summarize. She is best in that. But let's, oh, Mr. Arvind Said is here. Let's listen from Arvind Ji. Welcome.
Morning, Koninji. You rightly guessed. I was on ride and just finished my ride, and I was listening in parallel everything. It's a bit difficult to participate at the same time. So yes, very wonderful topic, and that really states a lot of things or awareness about how to be a powerful being. So there are a lot of hindrances to that, your past, your future, and that's shifting you away from present. So if we can practice these certain things shared in the forum today, that can really bring us as powerful beings. So thanks for all the knowledge and practices shared today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rama sir.
Thank you, Arvind Ji. Be safe. And who else? Venkatesh, sir. Venkatesh, sir, is such a veteran, experienced individual. If you are there, sir, would you like to share something?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm just learning about all these things. Every day we spread, because actually the purpose, the main thing about joining the EMC is actually there is a vast difference between theorizing something like theorizing a happiness, theorizing any values, because values are, there is no meter to measure them. So what is good is we actually, I think we are in a traveling frame of reference, like the frame itself changes. Means the concepts about some values, like old days, there will be something like you don't drink, you don't smoke or anything. But with time, it is very social to have liquor at times and all. So what I mean to say, we are all in something like changing values, changing everything. To hold a constant is something different, difficult. And this is means comparison. I always compare with the people who are less blessed than us. Like there is the whole world of people. So I always think I am lucky and very powerful. That's what today's topic you were telling, that there is a, whenever you compare, you feel that there are a lot of people we cannot measure up to. We cannot measure up to them like. So I think I'm answering the right question. What do you think? Will you repeat the question?
No, the question is, no, what do you feel about the session, what we have discussed? And I think you did share that. Yeah, the topic of today's discussion was how does one become powerful being?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
I
right.
think power is something like having influence on others and understanding. I here in this group, I sometimes means not sometimes, always feel that Kunain is always thinking about something, the reducing the difference between man and God, like realizing life and understanding it better. So I am also with him, but we have not gone into discussion over such things. Like we always feel we have to understand life more. Today I don't see Hasina ji here. Hasina ji always comes out with something, and also we have a nice group of people where we all understand. Like Abhinav is also there. Abhinav's problems are always like mine. He has a father to take care of and all those things. So coming here is understanding life better in a situation which we can't change much, but we enjoy in the situation, understanding things better, and there are a lot of things to enjoy. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, sir. Shanti ji, and then after that, Kunain ji, we will finish with your sharing. Yes, Shanti ji.
We feel powerful until we compare ourselves with others. Once, when we compare with other people, we feel less powerful. So if you want to be a powerful person, you compare with yourself, your past self, and want to become a better person than what you are in the past.
Yeah, that's right.
We lose that power when we compare with others who are better than us.
That's
and
right.
we feel more powerful when we compare ourselves with the less privileged people. So this comparison is making us to lose our power. But, so if we want to be powerful, I think we need not compare with others.
Yeah, that's right. So comparing with others has some power at some point in time, but continuously doing that is not going to help us. Like you said, it will give less power for us if you continuously keep comparing. So comparison with others is not going to help in the long run.
There is a good point, I think, last they discussed. I just add that one. Because in the religious point of view, to get peace, you have to compare your life with the less privileged people. It means then you will get more peace. If you are in the thing of the, worldly things, you have to compare with the less privileged than you when you are comparing. Or in the compare with on spirituality, you have to compare the higher people, higher grade. So there is a two things to come. We can compare. That one is, oh yeah, I am how much lucky, how much blessed this one because of these things. And another thing in the spirituality is that man, how much spiritual he is. So if you think about that, the worldly thing, heavenly things, you can take comparison with the higher grade of people in the case of spirituality. And the worldly things you have to compare with less privilege. Then I think in that sense, it can be possible.
That's right. But that is just a starting point, Taki, in our, us we becoming powerful being. That is just a kickstart. That is a starting point. We have to reject that. We have to leave that away. You can start comparing initially with the less blessed people for you to be peaceful. You can compare with other great people in spirituality or any other area to get the motivation. But if you keep comparing throughout, you will go nowhere. So it is only a kicker. It is only a starting point. So beyond that, we have to drop the comparison with others.
I think it's totally better to drop the comparison and all. If you compare with the privilege, then the same attitude comes into it. You will start comparing with the people who are more privileged than you. Better drop the comparison.
Yeah, that will happen in the journey. It will happen, Shantiji. It is only a starting point. It is the initial assistance. really hold on to whatever helps us. But then on the way, we will drop all of them and move more powerfully. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that out of comparison, Venkatesh ji, Shanti ji, and Taki. Thank you. So it's a great discussion. Today, let's conclude with our Shairi. So when Kunan ji really gets into the state of powerful being, is the way he shares his Shairi, the way he is, and that is the powerful state of being.
Yeah.
Go on and
Thank you, sir. Thank
show
you.
us.
Just a quick one about this powerful being, sir. And I appreciate you brought this topic. We all are powerful. We just forget that we are not powerful. So I normally connect with the universe. So just imagine then when you are connected every moment with the universe, which is the most powerful, the super powerful, you can become the powerful. That is the thought that I am connected with him in some way. So coming to Shairi, this life is something, I remember Sukhdeepak sir say that life or experience can be good, can be bad, can be ugly. So let's welcome each and every experience. That's another way of being powerful. So normally we expect that only the good experiences I will welcome, bad experience I don't like. So अर्ज किया है जनाब के जिंदगी में गमों का होना भी जिंदगी है. I will request who can translate. Niti ji is there. Let's request Samina ma'am. Samina ji, please can you translate if you are there. के कामत जी अर्ज किया है कि जिंदगी में गमों का होना भी जिंदगी है और प्यार में किसी को खोना भी जिंदगी है. यूं तो रहती है होठों पर मुस्कुराहट, यूं तो रहती है होठों पर मुस्कुराहट, पर चुपके से किसी के लिए रोना भी जिंदगी है.
ओके, लाइन बाय लाइन. जिंदगी में
गमों का होना भी जिंदगी है.
In life, even sadness is a requirement. There must be sadness in life too.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
प्यार में किसी को खोना भी जिंदगी है.
In love, losing someone is also life.
यूं तो रहती है होठों पर मुस्कुराहट.
There is a smile on your face, but still.
But चुपके से किसी के लिए रोना भी जिंदगी है.
But silently crying for someone is also life. Though you are showing a smiling face, that doesn't mean you are laughing at something, but to cry for someone is also life. It is not that you are over above everything. So life is about everything.
Good, bad, ugly. Let's welcome everything. Be in the allowance, and then
all things we learn little from everything, whether it is sadness or anything. So it is how we take it. So let's all enjoy the spirit of life.
Yeah.
Amazing. Kunan, that Shari was amazing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Venkatesh, for translation. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So we'll all meet tomorrow again, 7 a.m. in the morning, India time.
We'll welcome a week tomorrow.
Yes.
New week.
New week. Stay safe, stay blessed all. I'll see you tomorrow for another empowering morning conversation with Sukhdeepak Malwai. Take care. Bye-bye.